You're getting the wrong information about NoFap. Every time you get on YouTube, you click on the video, it's showing these ladies with these thumbnails, and guess what? They baited you in. They get a view, you get this fantasy in your mind that, oh, I'll do NoFap. Your only sole purpose for wanting to start the journey is what? You want to attract women. And I'm telling you, if that's the mindset that you join the journey on, it makes sense why you can't complete a day or 3 days or a week or 10 days or 30 days or let alone like anything, because your mindset is set on those results only. So now if you go through NoFap and you don't attract women within a certain amount of time or days or something like that, now you're ready to quit. Now you're ready to relapse, and now you want to do something else, and now NoFap doesn't work because we lied to you. And I'm here to tell you that the only reason why you continuously relapse is really 2 reasons. Number 1 is because that mindset alone of only wanting to do the journey because you want to attract women. That's number 1. Number 2 is while you're on the journey, you didn't find nothing to lock in on. You wasn't worried about learning a new skill. You wasn't thinking about going to the gym. You wasn't thinking about trying to become a better man, a better person. All you wanted to do was attract the ladies. And you wonder why you keep going through the same cycle over and over again. If anything, it's the lust factor. I can add in a 3rd reason why. It's because we forget that this is a practice. Now, I know when you click on these videos, everybody tells you about the benefits, and then they tell you about how long they've been doing the journey. Well, I'm going to tell you this, that it's not perfect whenever you start. You're going to have to practice. Like, a lot of people count the days. I don't count the days. I used to, but I noticed that I will only find myself like pointing the finger of blaming myself. I would feel guilty, and I would begin to just condemn myself because, oh, you can't complete these days. And I didn't want to do that, so I stopped counting the days. What I started to do was I started to distract myself with meaningful things. I started to find my purpose in life. I started to fall back in love with the things that I stopped doing a long time ago. I started writing music again. I started building better friendships. I started to do so many different things that I forgot that I was even good at, and I'm getting better at them. I'm finding it easier for me to be able to focus. I don't have a list of benefits. I can just tell you my experience. I've noticed that women don't look like objects to me anymore. I noticed that I don't just check a woman out and look at her butt all the time now. I noticed that I can look a woman in her eyes. So, I mean, I'm attracting a lot of good, intentional people, and I'm noticing the difference between men that are practicing retention and men that just don't. I notice a huge, and this is not me judging anybody, I'm just telling you that I notice a difference in my life. I'm a better man because I'm practicing retention. When I first clicked on these videos, I was like, dude, like, all of these guys are like perfect at it. So I thought like my first time, it was gonna go the same way for me, and it didn't happen that way. It wasn't immediately perfect. And then I realized that it's just like anything in life. You got to put time into it. You got to get familiar with it. And so what I started to do was I made mental notes of every time that I did relapse and why. And my first time that I ever relapsed when I did NoFap, right? The bounce back, like between the time and when I first relapsed, between like the next time I tried to practice NoFap was like maybe 3 to 6 months. So when I tried again, I noticed that the bounce back time got shorter and shorter. And so, like, the very last time that I relapsed was probably like, I ain't gonna lie, like 3 weeks ago, right? And in that time, and like, I went into the practice mentally saying, okay, I noticed where I slipped at. And I'm gonna tell you what the biggest relapse is gonna be for a lot of men. And it's because we're naturally like this. It's when the pride starts to set in. This is why I don't count days. After I made it past a certain amount of days, I would begin to kind of get braggadocious mentally about just like how good I was doing and how nothing can trip me up now. It's the biggest lie. Don't listen to yourself. And when I say don't listen to yourself, And so many words I'll say, just remain humble. Your goal when you go through NoFap, because the more that you do it, the more prideful you'll get. The more attention you get from women, the more prideful you get. The more doors open and the more the blessings come, the more prideful you will get. This is why your biggest battle is going to be to stay humble. That's your biggest battle, because pride is the beginning of a lot of relapses. When you think that you're better than you're not. When you think that when you're defining yourself as something way more than what you are, and you're forgetting about the lows, you're forgetting about the person that you was before you started this practice. Don't forget. Keep whatever you can do to stay humble, stay humble. Stay humble. Just think about the person that you was before you was practicing like NoFap, right? And for the people that haven't experienced the benefit of NoFap, I'm gonna tell you one of the greatest benefits that you will ever experience. You get rid of social anxiety. Now, if you're somebody that you're afraid to talk to people, not just women, people in general, and normally at work you would be kind of intimidated to say certain things or speak up for yourself or use your full voice and all of this different stuff, you become more bold, more courageous. Your mind is a lot more clear because you're able to sort out like what I can say and what I can't say. Now, the first couple of days, you don't really know how to control it because you kind of begin to be too transparent. You don't care whose feelings you hurt, what you say, you feel it, you gonna say it. But that's those testosterone levels like pumping itself back up. That's those testosterone levels spiking and giving you that masculine trait, to where you don't really bite your tongue. But you have to learn how to control all of that. You gotta learn it's like a baby snake. You got to learn how to control all of that poison so that you can still keep some for whenever it's time for you to use it in defense mode, right? But one of the biggest benefits that I've experienced that I love is the social anxiety. It's gone. It's gone. I'm not afraid to approach anybody, woman, man, child, people with authority. I just held a full conversation with this high political leader, and she was like, anybody else would have probably been afraid to hold a normal conversation with her. And I just treated her like just any other person. And she appreciated that a lot. She was beautiful, very attractive, but that wasn't on my mind. I was just connecting with her as a person. And because of that, she took a liking to me. She admired me a lot more. And I was able to get her contact information. She's married and all of this different stuff, but I was able to build a friendship. And that's the thing about NoFap. You notice more of the difference between the meaning behind the relationships that you're creating with people. You know more of your purpose. And that's why I say during this time, the best thing for you to do is to be able to find your purpose. Find your meaning in life and stick to it and stay consistent, because this is going to give you the juice to stay consistent. It's going to give you the power that you need, that it's the power that you didn't know that you need, that you've been looking for your entire life. You was wondering how everybody else was so ambitious and everybody was so consistent and confident. This is that. This is that potion. This is that juice. This is that shit. This is what you needed all along, and you didn't even know it. So stay connected. Don't get into this journey just because you want to attract women. Get into this journey because you want to be a better person. We were created not to spill our seed. We were created to only spill our seed for one reason, and that's to procreate. That's to bring another child into this world, which is the greatest achievement of all time. Is to be fruitful and multiply. That is the greatest achievement of all time. But before that, your sole mission in life is to be able to find your purpose and become valuable to the world. See, when women come into the world, they're already of value. They already have what you're chasing for. That's why you join this journey, because you're trying to attract them. But if you take that energy and you put it into its real meaning and creative purpose, I'm telling you, you will be an unstoppable force. So I need you to lock in. I want you to really truly focus on like what this mission is really for, what this journey is really for. Get rid of Twitter, because I'm telling you, it's only a gateway drug to adult content. I'm telling you right now to get rid of even soft adult content, which is like just Instagram with like different naked women and different stuff like that. Clean up your algorithm. Because when you like something, I'm telling you, that algorithm is going to make sure that you see that. It's going to make sure you see it. Clean up your algorithm. Get interested in these stoic videos and self-development videos. And I'm going to do another video of all of the channels that I really watch that keep me focused and motivated and keep me distracted from, doing all of those other things that we shouldn't be doing. As men, I'm even able to do this video like this right now because I don't feel the pressures of this video anxiety. I feel myself getting better. I feel myself being confident, being focused. I'm locked in. I went to the studio last night and did something I've never done. Like, I created a full song and it was really good. 2 full songs and it was really good. I enjoyed my studio time. I was able to connect with the engineer, accept feedback, and get constructive criticism, and be able to become a better person and learn how to build and keep and maintain better relationships and friendships, and even with my gift. I'm excited. I'm not all depressed and sad and all woe is me and all show me pity. No. I can make it today. I feel stronger today. I feel good, and I want to stay feeling good. And when I get done with this video, I'm about to go edit this video so I can upload this video today, because that's the power that I have within me right now. You just don't know what you're missing out on. So stop trying to focus on attractiveness so that you can only waste the potential that's on the inside of you, but try to gain more of the juice. Try to retain more and more each day, because the more you retain, the more power you receive. The better you get at taming your flesh and controlling all of these different urges that you're all over the place. No, I need you to lock in and stay focused, because somebody needs you. The world needs you. You are of value, and we don't know that because you haven't given us an opportunity to see what you can do. So lock in, stay focused. You don't live in the dark anymore. Let there be light.